Anything I think on, anything that I truly want, I'm gonna get. I have a 100% track record that throughout my life, anything that I really wanted to do or have, I've done it. You see what I'm saying? So like this platform is really just here to give the people like the motivation and the in the in the in the push to know that hey man, it's possible. Whatever you want to do, you can do it. Like
The supreme infinite being of all time, of all multiverse, of all understanding transformation. He gave us the same thing that he was birthed of. One, he gave me a mind for contemplation, a ear for vibration, a eyes for observation, a nose for ventilation, a mouth for communication, a hand for preparation, a feet for transportation,
yeah,
a heart for celebration,
yes
and
sir.
a life for transformation.
Hey,
Ah!
bro, it's some people that want the information.
Yeah, I know. We're living in a time where one, it's the information age, and two, the some of the 85 are waking up. They said that when it comes to thinking, you got 5% of us that are gonna literally try to use our own logical brain. You got another 10% of us that wanna be told what to do because they cannot think with their brain. Then you got 85% that rather not think at all and just go with the flow
Yeah.
or what everybody else is doing. And that's the 85%. That's the one. That's why social media is so pop because people can infringe in other folks' lives. Don't even have to know them, but I can peekaboo. I see you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And
Come
then
look
you
at
got
this motherfucking camera. Whoa, Dick John. Question. I have a goddamn question.
You had said something about bro. I ain't gonna lie, but we cracked so many atoms earlier. Really, you know. I'm trying to see what something specific that you said. What did you say, brother? I don't
now.
know.
I say a lot,
I,
you know, and I always speak the truth.
yeah.
But sometimes the truth I don't always speak. That might went over somebody's head.
You said what?
When I speak, I always speak the truth.
Huh?
No, I always speak the truth, but when I speak, I don't always say the truth.
You always say the truth. Why is that?
They're just an analogy of some things I don't tell everybody.
Uh, uh,
I just tell them what they need to know at the level that they are.
uh,
They ain't ready for the whole truth. Would you break down algebra to your baby?
who?
Would you break down algebra to your baby?
No,
Your
of
baby,
course
okay.
not. But yeah, so you got a baby for you. I know this much chunk.
Cut. Man, that supposed to be on side. We are creating hope.
Oh,
I mentioned something earlier.
earlier we were speaking about like the program on like how we have been programmed to think and feel a certain way unconsciously. You see what I'm
Mm.
saying? All right. Now, within this paradigm that we have built a habitual behavior that we really don't even know exists because we've been doing it for so long. Like the paradigm is when you wake up, that thing that you do your first 10, 15 minutes, not even thinking about it. When you put your shoe on, when you tie your shoe, like you don't even think about that. That's a that's something that you do unconsciously. And it's like, man, with the paradigm shift for me is just understanding that coming from the streets, like coming from this certain way of thinking, doing business and building with people and like just stretching out. You know what I'm saying? You know, my city to city, state to state. People are different. People see things different. People perceive things different. And being able or not being able to change will either make or break you, for real. And like man, with your paradigm, you have to break those old habits and things to be able to, you know what I'm saying, lock in, man, look within, you know. So, you know, it just was a thing when you were saying earlier that was really hit home for me, for real.
Yeah, now when you talk about that subconscious, you gotta understand that we're talking about the programmable part of our makeup of our brain. And most of that information runs off a program, such like a computer program.
For sure.
Once you put a disk in there, it's just gonna run the program. You can constantly put different disks in there, but
Yeah.
it's just gonna run the program. And for most of us, we deposited so much negativity and thoughts about ourselves, about our situation, into our subconscious that it's just running their program. Now imagine the workers are in your subconscious and they was working to file all these negative thoughts. And one day you just decide all of a sudden, you know what, I'm gonna think different. And you deposit it to the subconscious. First thing it's gonna do is reject it. Because it's a different thought than it's been receiving. And so in order for that program, that new program to stick, you're gonna have to do it repeatedly to build up, to match, or to cancel out all those negative thoughts. And until a person is willing to do that, they're not gonna do it. And that's a part of that cost that I was talking about earlier. A lot of folks are not willing to pay the cost uh, to get that done.
For sure. For sure. 'Cause I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, with trucking, man, it was a trying of my how much do I really want what I say I want. I started my trucking company, bro. I didn't know how to drive a trailer, cuz, as you know. I didn't know how to drive a trailer. I never wanted to drive a trailer. I never knew how to strap a car down. My partner showed me how to strap a car down one time. No more. And so it was like just being able to shift and know that, hey, if I can get things done in this area, I can get things done in this area. But you can only connect the dots by looking backwards. You see what I'm saying? So, like, being able to lock in on the right frequency and channel your whole focus on that which you want, like, that's powerful. You see what I'm saying? And it really hit home earlier because it was like, shit, this shit here,
Man,
life changing for real. You know what I'm
talking to somebody that didn't look gang bang, slang cane, raised hell, and went to jail. I understand,
saying?
man.
That's right.
Uh,
That's right.
it's not the product they sell. You sell the product. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? And so for me, I know earlier in my life when I started my transition and when I started my transformation, as for a change, I changed product. You know, I used to sell donuts. I used to sell T-shirts,
Yeah.
cologne,
Watch.
watermelon, watches,
Yeah.
whatever I could get my hands on, because I
Yeah.
knew it wasn't the product, it was me. And so that's similar to what your situation is. You took what you already had and just applied it to something else. That's no different than anybody that got a major career, whether a doctor, lawyer, scientist, or a meteorologist. They took a focus on a particular thing and it manifests for them. And that's all it takes is a focus, a drive, and an energy behind it. And no matter what we do, will manifest. But most of us, sometimes we give up right there at the point of completion. Or we just start an idea and then they don't even go through with it. You know what I'm saying? But kudos to you because you
Depending on
stuck
what you
to it
say,
and you grew with it.
hey man, what you say, man, that a body in motion tend to remain in motion
Emotion.
unless stopped by a outside force. And a body not in motion tend to remain not in motion unless moved by a outside force. So
Or an inside for it if they
just
internally get them.
within, look within. Hey man, look in the mirror, look within, man. Hey man, don't look around, man. Look within. Man. You see what I'm saying? Man, hey, look, I can't look at you when there's some shit going on with me. I gotta look at me.
Yes, sir.
And not the mirror, like the core. Who am I? You see what I'm saying? Like, okay, Supreme P. Okay, that's my name. That's what they call me. But who am I? Like, that's what we have to get to. Like, who are you? You see what I'm saying? Like, your self image. That's like damn near number one. Really, besides the one. But the way you see you, man, that's number one. Change. Like, okay, just say like for me within my life, like the podcast, this is change. You see what I'm saying? Like this is something that I did not have a clue that this is what I will be doing this like right now. You see what I'm saying? Like I didn't plan this. So, like this just came. But change is something that we should be we should get comfortable being uncomfortable. You see what I'm saying? Like understanding that change will happen. Like it's something that's always evolving, like life, and we should grow and move forward and evolve.
So
I believe that change is it can be a distraction to you, but it also can be something that build you up and give you structure and discipline through different tasks and things that you might face in life though, for real.
I totally agree.
You know,
I mean, for most of us,
you know,
we change our food, definitely change our mind, change our shoe, car, maybe even women,
you
you
know
know.
what I'm saying?
But speaking for the women, they definitely love change too. They change their hair, eyelashes, nails, shoe polish. So
Mine,
mine, a
you know what I'm
lot,
saying? A
you
lot
know.
of shit, yeah.
But change is a part of our life. But I'm gonna tell you something that leads from change when you embrace it. Because knowing it's a part of your life is one thing, but embracing it is another thing, and that can lead to true transformation. A lot of people they want to pay the cost because true change is gonna cost you. It's gonna cost you some effort. It's gonna cost you some energy. It's gonna cost you some time. May cost you some friends. But who gonna want to pay that cost? A lot of folks don't want to pay their cost. That's why they it. So that's why I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, like honestly, with building this company and even with trucking, right? So in trucking, like it was a struggle with change. Like just to even just say, all right, I really don't know what I'm doing, but I'm moving by faith. But I know that anything I think on, anything that I truly want, I'm gonna get. Like I have 100, I have a 100% track record that throughout my life, anything that I really wanted to do or have, I've done it. You see what I'm saying? So like this platform is really just here to give the people like the motivation and the push to know that hey man, it's possible. Whatever you want to do, you can do it. Like if you think it, feel it, you know what I'm saying? Get emotionally attached to your vision, your purpose, your goal, your destination because your destiny is a destination that if it's to be, it's up to you. If it's to be, it's up to me. You see what I'm saying? So,
And man, that's the beauty of destiny. You know, a lot of folks they still believe in fate, but fate is a lie. Like there's nothing really written in stone. Like
yeah.
because we can make a decision today, they're gonna change the future, and it's through, like you said, the
But
thought and feeling.
why would you say that faith is a lie? What would be your meaning behind that? Because you know how in the Bible it say faith without works is dead. Is
But
now faith. But when you say that faith is a lie, what perspective are you coming from?
let's clarify the word I said.
Okay.
Fate.
Faith. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a lie. Faith is definitely
Okay.
gonna keep you alive. So let's get that clear. But
Faith. Mm,
yeah,
okay.
and so that's why when you said destiny, destiny is the choice that you make. You know,
Mm,
most folks feel like fate, it's already written in stone.
yeah,
Like my future's already set. But now, destiny proved it wrong. I mean, you could do something today that's gonna affect your future.
for sure. For sure. 100%. Because I just feel like it's the small steps that count. You see what I'm saying? If you wake up, if you don't feel like doing this shit, hey man, you gotta do it regardless. But that's when you make up your mind within your one self that like you're going to become a better you, and that takes change. And it's a struggle, like every day different. But guess what? Like I was thinking about every day bring about its own tests, obstacles, lessons. You see what I'm saying? But once you know that you you come from the essence of everything, then everything else just should just fall in place for you. That's how I
Man,
feel
what you
for real.
said. When you realize you come from everything, you can have anything. That's beautiful.
100%.
And then when you talk about change, it brought me back to my little previous journey. I went from the streets to jail to wanting to have a job to not to want to have a job to now I have a career that man, there's no limit to what I can do with it, man.
For
So
sure.
in that progression, life is what you make it. I understand that every decision that I made has came into reality, and I wish a lot of people would understand and stop making excuses.
Mm.
Stop focusing on the distraction, saying, you know, I can't do no better. No, you can't do no better because you don't think you can do better. But once you know better, you sure enough do better.
Man, once you know better, you sure never gonna do better. Hey, if you're sitting still, you ain't keeping it real, man. Hey, man, keep it in motion. Stay focused forward. You see what I'm saying? Hey, man, God is writing the paper straight. But you did say something that you have a career. Can you let the people know what you do?
I'm in the work of helping individuals get back on track. I work for an organization where we help anybody that's caught up in any kind of gun violence. Now, you got a record, you gang involved, you in the streets, you ain't got no job, you out of school, you who we looking for. We pull up on you, we get you involved in this program, and we aid you in getting a job, buy the records. We help brothers get CDL, we help brothers get AVAT. So that's what we're doing around here. So peace, love, and joy to Memphis Allies. Shout out to you.
Hey, this is so crazy. So basically, it's like a second chance in a sense.
Yeah, 'cause yeah, you consider that we're targeting anybody that's coming out of jail, heading to jail, or definitely already been in
All right, damn, they talking over the head to jail. Hey, I'm judge. I changed
We
before I
pulling
went
up
to
at
jail.
court, man.
Yeah,
That's
you see what I'm saying?
we pulling up at court, man.
Yeah, hey man, the old me that was yesterday. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? That don't exist no more.
but that's part
You
of it,
know?
man. We pulling up at court with the support.
Yeah, but for sure, for sure. Hey, catch us next week, same time, same place. Supreme P. Never locate the P because the P represents me in motion.
In motion, in motion. Hold on, time out. You did like last time you introduced the podcast.
Yeah,
Hey, this is the podcast.
yeah.
I'm woo woo woo.
Mm.
And then
And
hey,
then,
such.
uh, welcome to the Emotion Podcast. I'm your host, Supreme P. Never locate the P because the P represents me. Emotion.